Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video I have the MelodySusie monthly gift box to share with you, and we're also going to be doing a little demo on what's inside the box. So I really hope you all enjoy watching today's video. First of all, let's open up the box and take a look at what you get inside. So this is the MelodySusie monthly nail tool gift box. So it differs each month in what you get in there, but it's predominantly different nail tools or nail accessories and a little bit of nail art. So in this box I got a cuticle e-file bit and then also a tapered medium e-file bit as well. We are going to unbox each of the items and take a closer look and use some of them further along in the video, but this was just my first impression, sort of first opening of the box, so I thought I'd record that too. We also got these little cute nail art flowers as well. These are like card that you encapsulate into nails. I can't wait to try those out. Then we also got some of these beautiful chains which we're going to be using further along in the video. I thought these were really fun. These are the only two nail art items in the box, the rest are tools. So we then have a 2-pack of the MelodySusie pink nail files. These are their classic 100-180 grit files, and then we also got some sanding bands as well. So again, these are for your e-file, so they include the little mandrel bit that goes in your e-file, and then you get 100 sanding band pieces. These are available as well in different colors and different grits. I quite like that they were purple. Purple is my favorite color, so it was nice that they were in that color. We also have some lint-free wipes. I'm sure if you're a nail tech you will know how much of an essential these are. I don't know if anyone else is like these, but I go through so many of these. And then we also have the MelodySusie gel nail tips. I was really excited to give these a go, so we are going to use these further along in the video as well. And as you can see, it's quite a large pack and you get 11 sizes in there as well, so they go all the way from small to large. So let's open them up and take a look at everything inside. We're going to start off with those nail tips. Now, like I said, these are gel nail tips and you apply them with gel, so they're full cover gel nail tips. They are super long. Now, I don't tend to wear my nails this long, so I will be cutting them down when we apply them in the video, but it's brilliant if you do like extra long nails because you have the option of keeping these the full length, and they are a beautiful square shape as well. So they go from size 0 to size 11, and I do think they're quite large. I used the size 3 on my thumb, so I thought that was quite good that the larger sizes are quite large, and they do feel quite strong as well, which is brilliant. Then here we have the medium tapered barrel bit, and what's brilliant about this bit is it's 2 different courses. So the silver end is a finer course compared to the rose gold end, which is a bit more coarser, and you would tend to use this bit to refine your hard gel or acrylic applications, and you can also use it to remove gel as well. There are 4 different grits available in this bit as well. Then next up we have the ball shape cuticle bit. I really love these bits. I don't have one as large as this one. I tend to have a lot of the smaller ones, and I really like them for going around the skin, around the cuticle area. It gets off any of those rough dead skin bits as well. This is a fine one, so it's suitable for cuticle prep, and it's also good for using to clean up under the nail as well. So for example, when you're doing a infill on say acrylic or gel extensions and you want to clean up under the nail, it's really good for that too. Now, taking a look at the sanding bands, I didn't notice on the packaging what grit it said these sanding bands were. I tend to only really use sanding bands now to refine my acrylic or builder gel application or hard gel application. I don't tend to use them too much on the natural nail play. I did used to use them for prep sometimes if it was a really fine one, but I don't really tend to do that too often anymore. But these ones did look kind of medium to coarse, but one of the things I use these for is to file inside the soft gel tips before applying them, which again we will do further along in the video. Next up we got 2 of their nail files. Now, I have used so many different brand nail files and I do have my favorites for certain reasons. I find that if they're too thin or flimsy, I don't like using them. I like to have quite a solid firm nail file because I find that this really helps you get a good shape. Now, these did have that. They've got quite a nice solid feel to them, and I like that they're the half moon shape as well, as again this is something I go for because I really like the half moon shape for getting around the cuticle and apex area when I'm working on acrylics. I love that they're 100-180 grit because I often use 180 grit for prep, and then I'll use the 100 grit for refining and removing. Then these are really pretty chains. I thought these were super fun. I've run out of these. I didn't have any of these in my nail art kit, so it was great that these were included because you can create some really bougie designs with these. I love that it included a rose gold. I thought this one was super pretty, and as you can see, you get a fair amount of chain on there, and then you get 2 of each, and there was 2 different gold ones as well, so it's like a different style gold one. The other ones are all these classic little round beaded chains. And then these little nail art things, at first I did think these were stickers, but they're not. They're double-sided, so the image is on both sides, which is really cool. I thought, especially if you're doing kind of like glass tip nails, because you could encapsulate them in, say, a clear gel or a clear acrylic, and if you were doing glass tips, you would see it through the other side. So I thought that was quite a cool feature. They seem quite strong, and they do seem like they're not just like cardboard. I don't actually know what they're made from, but they've got a coating to them, so I don't think you would have any issues encapsulating them in acrylic. Like, I don't think monomer would break them down, but it's definitely something I will give a go. I didn't use them in today's video because I did feel as though they had a little bit more of a spring summer vibe to them compared to autumn, but I will see what I can do. Next up, I did want to take a closer look anyway, at the lint-free pads, because although some pads say that they are lint-free, I'm sure you guys know that they're not always. These ones did seem pretty good. I didn't see any lint or any little fluffy bits coming off of them. They feel quite thick as well, which I quite like because then they're brilliant for working with acetone. So let's jump on and do a little demo using them. I'm going to start off. I've popped some acetone on one of those lint-free pads, and I'm just cleaning up the nail plate. I said acetone there, I meant to say alcohol. So I'm just using some alcohol to clean up the nail plate. Now, I have done my nails on and off the last couple of months, so there wasn't lots of prep work to do because obviously whenever you're doing a new set, you're doing prep. So naturally, the more prep you do, the less you end up having to do each set. So I didn't have too much prep to do here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, push back my cuticles, and then use the other end of my cuticles pusher to just go around that skin and get up any dead skin or dead cuticle that is on the nail plate. And then I'm going to give this ball bit a go. So like I said, this is a little bit larger than the ball bits that I usually use, and I think that's probably because this one is more aimed at being used under the nail. I do think there are smaller sizes available on the MelodySusie website, but of course if you purchase a box you get a surprise, so you don't actually know what you're getting in there, which is quite fun, to be honest. So I'm going to just use this to clean up around the skin, and I quite liked it. It felt nice and gentle. It feels kind of like a little massage for around your skin, and it lifts away any excess dead bits of skin that are there. Jumping back to talking about the boxes, they are available as a one-time purchase. You don't have to subscribe to like a monthly subscription. You can just purchase a one-off box whichever month you fancy. However, they do have some offers available as well where you can purchase 3 months, 6 months or 12 months worth of boxes, and obviously the more you purchase, the bigger discount you get. So you get the most discount if you purchase the 12-month box. I will leave a link in the description box below to the boxes and to the MelodySusie website, along with a discount code that MelodySusie have kindly given me to share as well. So I'll pop all of that information as always in the description box below, so do check that out. Jumping back to the little demo that we're doing, I have used the 180 grit side of the file to just etch the nail plate very gently and also neaten up the free edge of my nail. So I'm just going to dust away all of that dust, and then I'm going to come in with another one of those lint-free pads and some alcohol just to make sure the surface of the nail is nice and clean. Then I knew roughly I would either be a size 2 or a 3 from those gel tips, just from looking at them. The more you do your nails, you end up having an eye for what size you need to use. So I went for the 3. As you can see, it fits snugly from side to side. So I'm just measuring that up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sanding band on my e-file. So I'm just going to pop this in my e-file. I actually had it locked, so I needed to unlock it, slide your e-file bit in and then lock your e-file again. And I'm just going to use this on a low speed, so I think I used it on around 4 to 5, just to simply buff inside very gently the inside of your gel nail tip. I find that this just adheres them nicely. Now, not all gel nail tips need this. Some will say that they're pre-buffed, some you might just find that you don't need it. I personally like doing it, as I just find I get a really good adhesion between the tip and the gel doing this. We're then going to come in and dehydrate and prime the natural nail plate, and then I'm going to come in and apply a layer of base coat. So I'm just popping a thin coat of this down on my entire nail, and then we're going to pop this in to cure for 30 seconds, and then we will go ahead and use some gel again to apply our gel nail tip. Another thing I want to quickly show you guys is this lamp from MelodySusie. I've had this a while now, and it's got two different lights, so you can use it as a regular light to see what you're doing, and then it's also got the function of the UV as well. So it's great for curing and applying any of your gel nail tips. I've been doing a lot of gel nail tips, and I have a couple of different lamps that I use for them, but I dug this one out because I do quite like this one because it has the light feature on it as well. So it really helps you see what you're doing, especially if you're not recording, because obviously I've got a big light on because I'm recording, but if I'm doing my nails when I'm not recording, this is really handy. So I've applied a small bead of gel to that gel nail tip, and I actually ended up applying way more than what I needed. So what I'm doing is I'm just pressing that down, getting it into place, and then you can see that because I'd applied too much gel, it has seeped out around that cuticle area. So I'm just going to take some alcohol on a nail art brush and just wipe away that excess. And then what I'm doing is I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to make sure that this has made good contact with my nail plate and that I'm happy with how straight it is and things like that. And then we're going to flash cure it under this light. And then once I've flash cured it under here, I popped it in my main light to cure for 30 seconds. And then, like I said, I love that these are long, but personally I could not wear nails this long, so I have shortened it, which I thought was a great way to test whether these would take being shortened with tip cutters, and it did. As you can see, there's no issues, and I love the apex look on these as well. I haven't worn a square now in ages, and I thought this looked absolutely gorgeous. I'm definitely going to try and do a full set using these. I just wanted to have a quick demo on the day I opened it. I didn't have time to do a full set, but I loved the shape and the apex to these, so I definitely want to give maybe even a shorter set with these. So let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments below of what you would like to see. I did then do 2 coats of a nude gel polish because I wanted to do a little bit of nail art so we could try out those little gold chains. So I've done 2 coats of a nude gel polish, and then we're going to be doing some chrome. So I'm going to come in and use a matte top coat so that my chrome only sticks to where I want it to go. So then I'm going to wipe over the nail again with some alcohol again, just to make sure we've got a super matte surface. I absolutely love a matte nude nail as well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a little bit of top coat onto my palette, and taking a nail art brush, I'm just going to paint on some edges where I want my chrome to go. I haven't actually used chrome in a really long time, so I have to say my chrome application wasn't the best, but for this design I mainly wanted to test out those nail chains anyway, so I wasn't too focused on the chrome application. But I'm just applying my top coat. This is a no wipe top coat, by the way. You do need to use a no wipe top coat to apply your chrome. So I'm just applying a nice even coat of this down in some kind of little swooshes coming off the nail, and then we're going to pop that in to cure for 30 seconds, and then I'm just going to gently rub that chrome into the cured top coat. One thing I didn't do with my chrome here is I didn't allow my top coat to cool. I kind of just applied that chrome as soon as the top coat come out of the lamp, and that did affect the application a little bit. It's always better to let your top coat cool a little bit before you come in and apply your chrome. We're dusting off the excess, and then I'm very carefully going to clean up a little bit around that cuticle area and just in the center of the nail, just so we can clean up as much of that chrome as possible. I then wanted to give this a little bit of an autumn theme, so I'm going to stamp on 2 cute little pumpkins. We're going to do a large one and then a smaller one. If you would like to see any of my stamping tutorials, tutorials. I do have a whole dedicated playlist on stamping because I absolutely love stamping. So I will leave that linked in somewhere. I'll leave it either linked at the end of the video or in the description box or the cards. I'll pop it in somewhere in case you guys want to see a bit more of a stamping tutorial, because I kind of just wanted this to be a quick demo. But we're just going to stamp on those two little pumpkins. I thought they looked super cute, and I thought they looked really cute with the white over the gold as well. And then of course we are going to bougie it up a little bit with those gold chains, which we're now going to apply. So I'm going to take out this one. This is the one that's different from the rest of the chains. It's kind of like a thinner link rather than the little gold balls, and I thought this one did look the prettiest. So I'm just measuring out roughly how much I need, and then I'm just going to cut this simply with my nail art scissors. It might work a little bit better if you had some little jewelry pliers, but I didn't have any issues cutting them with my nail art scissors. However, it might blunt them. I've had these ones ages. They are already a little bit blunt, so I weren't too fast about ruining them. We're then going to apply the nail chains using a no wipe rubber top coat. I find a rubber top coat best for this because the chain's going to sink into the top coat a little bit, and it's going to secure it on and hold it onto the nail for however long you're going to be wearing the set for. So I'm just going to float on a thin layer of top coat. This is obviously going to seal in all of our nail art as well and bring back that shine to the nail. Then just picking up some tweezers, I'm going to lay this chain down into that wet top coat, and then you're able to nudge it and move it around as much as you want to, but you do want to be careful that you're not getting too much top coat on the surface of the chain, because you don't want to kind of like blur the edges of that chained effect. It's very similar to when you're applying crystals. Don't stress too much if your chain is a little bit big and is overhanging the nail. I will show you guys how I remove that, but right now I'm just focusing on getting it into place, and then I'm going to pop that in to cure. Now that that's cured, it is securely stuck down. So what I'm going to do is come back in with those scissors and cut it as close to the nail as possible. Of course, you want to be very careful when you're doing this. And then I'm just going to finish off by taking the 100 grit side of that MelodySusie file and just gently filing the edges so that it's not sharp. Once again, we're going to come in with those lint-free wipes and add a little bit of alcohol to do a full cleanup before coming in and applying our cuticle oil. And then that, guys, is the end of the design. It was just a super quick demo to use some of the products, but it was really fun to do, and it was really good to test out these. Now, of course, these are accessories and tools that I'm probably going to use a lot, so you will see them pop up in further videos, but let me know what you thought of them in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the MelodySusie website. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and hit that subscription button if you haven't already. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.